Hello there.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Nambo. I'm going to be showing off Super Monkey Ball Stardust, specifically the category All Stunt Goals. But before I go into what that's all about, I have with me two incredible co-commentators, Helix and Goobz.
Yep, as mentioned, I'm Helix. I'll say if you have enjoyed my GDQ runs of Monkey Ball, then you will love this. This is Monkey Ball like you've never seen before.
Yeah, hi, I'm Goobz. I'm a Monkey Ball speedrunner, and this is one of the flashiest speed games, or like, this is so cool.
Yep. So before getting into it here, I'm just going to give a quick preamble. There is 100 stages in this pack, and every single one of them has a bonus goal called a stunt goal. And the stunt goals play basically compilation, but I'm going to be doing it here live on stage, 100 of them back to back. So I'm pretty much ready to hop into it. So can I get the answer for the 2 donation incentives for the monkey and the color?
Yeah, we're going to have Mimi, winner at $425, and White at $250. Thank you all so much for your donations.
Alrighty.
I'm glad Baby didn't win because we don't have a baby plush.
Yeah, hold up, Mimi.
I did.
Yippee! All right, just getting it set up here. That should be good. Oh, wait. One more thing. There we go. Perfect.
Cool.
Oh, wait, I didn't do the monkey color as well.
Shout out to the practice mod, by the way.
Practice mod huge.
Yep. Okay, now I'm good to go. All right.
All right.
So, yeah, using the same thing?
I forgot when time starts. Because you don't have to do menuing because of auto menuing. In my brain, this is like not challenge, or this is challenge mode, not story mode.
All right, I'm gonna be counting us off on 3. Trans rights.
Trans rights.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good luck, Nambo. You got this.
Thank you. So immediately here, standard monkey ball fare that I'll give a quick explanation of. We're gonna be at the beginning of every single stage going with diagonal inputs rather than cardinal ones. That is called boosting, and it's because the game takes its inputs in a square rather than a circle, which means the diagonal corners are further from the cardinal edges. And that means that we're getting stronger inputs by doing diagonals.
Yes.
And there's our first stunt goal. So the stunt goals are all in crazy, wacky locations, usually just put there with like presents and like hanging over the stage on decorative objects, stuff like that. And the whole gimmick is that there's almost always not an intended route to reach them. And most of them also have to be soared across the sky and dunked into from a large distance in speed. So that's the whole gimmick here. It's lots of dunks, lots of ping-ponging across stage geometry, and lots of bounce pads. Even just like the casual routes in all these stages have trampoline platforms absolutely everywhere.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
And that's a good example of the party ball, the thing that's hanging in front of the goal that cannon will throw you around. You have to hit the goal tape. You have to go through the goal tape to count a goal. The party ball, the goal posts, those do not count, and those will just throw you off.
Yep. Sorry?
Well, and I think now we should go a little bit more in-depth into bounce pads.
Yeah, so this level pack has 3 different strength bounce pads. You can see all 3 of them on this stage. There's green, blue, and purple/pink. The green ones are the weakest, the blue ones are medium, and the pink ones are the strongest. So anytime you see a pink bounce pad, we'll probably be slamming it for some speed, because it's useful to get to the goal. And also just lots of bonking around, turning around. We have a stunt goal here that's like behind the start position, so we're gonna have to like use this wall to turn around here. That's actually can sometimes hit you upwards, but it's fine if it does. Boop,
Nice.
There we go.
Nicely done.
We have a really large donation here if you got time to read it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we have $1,057 from Random Randos.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Hi, Nambo. We're all so proud of seeing how far you've come from when we first met. Some of us have been watching GDQs for 10 plus years, and it's unreal to see our friend doing a run of their own. Here's to another decade and more of friendship. And remember, if you ever find a game called Super Evil Ball Stardust, you should never play it. Good luck on the run from Ralph, Joom, Shadow, Noel, British, Shaman, Toll, Ari, Fight, Logan, Petra, TNP, Walker, and Whitehouse.
Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna
Give another round of applause for that.
Thank you guys so much. Here we have stop.
Nice.
Goal spinning. You have to get into it while it's spinning. Okay. Before we get into World 2 here, I want to give a quick shout out to the music that you're actually hearing in the background of this pack. There were 2 composers who made the music for this level pack. The one you're currently hearing music from right now is Relayer, also known as WXO on Bandcamp. Relayer made the songs for all the odd number worlds except for World 9. The other composer that you'll be hearing starting in World 2 is named Walker, whose online name is Wherever. You can find Walker on Spotify, and Walker made all the even number worlds plus World 9.
Nice thing.
Completely custom soundtrack for this level pack. It's insane. I'm so grateful to, that those people are making music. It's so cool.
It's so cool.
It's so awesome.
And here we go to World 2.
Yes, into World 2. So you're seeing Nambo just kind of bounce around a whole lot, and I want you to know that in most cases, these bounces are very meticulously planned. It might look like these are kind of on-the-fly improv, Nambo's doing this kind of randomly. Sometimes that's the case. Usually that's not the case. Usually these are very meticulously planned out strats in advance, and the precision required for these strats is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I also just want to point out as well, look at how fast, wow, nice. Look at how fast the monkey moves during these levels. It goes zoom and...
Yeah, you have a bit of a speedometer in the corner. You can see how fast you're moving. If you're on flat ground in this game, if you're sliding across flat ground, you're getting ground friction, and normally you cap out at 50 miles per hour, but you have uncapped speed when going through the air. So anytime we can bonk something and go into the air, which happens a lot in this level pack, you can go way, way, way faster. Like there, 300 mile per hour goal entry. Bang.
It's funny, if you were watching the SSX run a couple runs ago, we mentioned that you are fastest when you're on the ground. This game is pretty much the opposite.
Yeah.
We want to be in the air, and especially in this level pack, we will be in the air a whole lot if you haven't noticed.
Yep, tons of just almost all of the stunt goals especially are in locations where you have to break the stage by jumping into the air in order to reach them. That's the whole gimmick.
And as we're flying through, I just want to remind everyone, up next, we have to make that upgrade rail heist to chair. That's the very next run. We just have this 50 minutes. You're seeing Nambo fly through this. Get your donations in and assign it to that setup. Amazing job. Nice work.
Yeah, this run is very visual. There's just lots of high-speed stuff going on. I can give more explanations like monkey ball techniques and whatnot. Actually, something that's going to be somewhat relevant on this stage. When you're tilting the stage, you see the visual stage tilt. What that's representing is that you're actually tilting the vector of gravity in the game. You're tilting it. You're not adding to it. You're not changing it in any way other than tilting it, which means that having a diagonal input, which is the strongest input type, gives you the lowest amount of downwards facing gravity. So you can imagine it almost as if you're getting moon gravity when you're holding diagonal input, which matters a lot when you're bouncing around like this for getting extra height out of bounces, for getting extra distance out of jumps. It helps you just if you're snaking in the air towards your destination, then you're going to be getting a lot more distance. So you can see here, I'm doing a little bit of the upright, up, left, diagonal swinging in the air so I can make sure I get the height to reach that bounce pad.
Very high level air movement technique, and Nambo has absolutely mastered it, as you can see.
I love the air movement in this game. It is so satisfying. Turn right around here. Bounce pad.
What's up?
Hello, goal. Right above the start platform.
Hi, goal.
That goal took me so long to get casually, and you just made it look so easy.
I do want to point out on this next level, here we have these wormholes, which are basically just portals. But they can allow us to do some very crazy things.
On this stage.
Yeah, just gonna I have 3 wormholes set up there that I just know where to enter, and if you enter them at the right angles, it is a little bit weird on the angles, but if you enter the right angles, you're good to go. I'm gonna take a quick water break here on 210, because I'm holding up right for a few seconds of using the deterministic physics of this game.
To explain wormholes a bit more, every time you see Nambo go through a portal and teleport, that's a wormhole. And they do work similarly to portals from, Portal. You keep your momentum when you go in one, and that helps make these strats possible.
Yep, there's gonna be a whole world later dedicated to wormholes that I'll point out when we get there. There's a whole lot of wormhole shenanigans in this level pack.
This
Here we
goal
go.
dunk is
Bam!
so
Nice.
tough.
Let's go.
You nailed it.
Oh, this strat is awesome. Here we go. Neutral input there. Gets sent upwards. Boom. And goal just before it goes away.
Sure.
I love that strat.
As you can see, if there's any time where you can hit a fast-moving object to get to your destination, it's usually worth it.
It's usually worth it.
Yeah, moving objects are your friends in this game. Or at least when it comes to the stunt goals. When it comes to the normal goals, usually they're your enemy.
Yeah. I mean, if you're familiar with the vanilla game, Speedrunning Super Monkey Ball 2, for example, you'll see that on some of their stages too. It's just on a much grander scale in this game.
Yep. Oh, slow down for that. That was a weird angle.
And you made it work.
We have so much more love coming in whenever you've got time.
I will have time right after Monkey Grill 3-5.
That's so. You'll love this donation then.
Actually, if you want to introduce it on Monkey Grill, that will be appropriate.
All right.
Monkey Grill, when I get there though, it'll be a cylinder stage, and that stage is just hard because cylinders, your round ball bouncing on round object is really hard to get precisely correct, and that stage is hard because you basically don't have a full route, you have a plan, and you have to generally follow the game plan on that stage. But pre-giving my explanation gives time for the donation to be read, so yeah, now that we're on Monkey Grill, I can hear that donation.
Oh my gosh, we have $250 for Monkey Grill!
Yay!
Dear Nam Zero, sad to see you not switching it up by playing some Gone Gone. Hopefully Stardust makes a good first impression and leaves a lasting impact on the stage. Much love and good luck collecting us Golden Stunton from the Celery Cord crew and Retro Pete, Walker, and Dread. Thank you so much for your donations.
Thank you guys. We actually have time for more donations if you want to read some more.
Oh,
here.
we have so many coming in. We've got $100 from Sebastian and Ashley that says, love the show as always. Keep up the great work, everyone. Excited for Monkey Ball, and let's see that cherry run. Yes, I want to give an update. We're at $2,200 about out of that $7,500. And again, that needs to be met at the start of next run. So get your donations in now, assign it to that so we can see even more incredible UFO 50.
Don't be fooled by that estimate.
Exactly.
Nambo could come way under that.
That's what I'm saying.
This game is very volatile, and if Nambo plays well, we will be way under. So do not be fooled. Get your donations in.
Yeah, we have $10 from Luna Clark saying, so cool to see you run this on the big stage, Nambo. I'm so happy to have joined the Monkey Ball community and become good friends with you. You are an inspiration to me, heart.
Thank you. Here's time for one more.
All right, we've got $50 from Esoteric that says, when May says, yeah, wait, I felt that in my soul. So true, bestie.
Hey, Esoterics, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna have a little bit I want to do on this stage. Actually, I need to turn on free cam here real quick. Okay, so there is a face on this stage, a angled platform that says the words D-Wait Epic on it. There is a community member that I want to give a shout out to because of this, named D. Waitley, who frequently comes into Monkey Ball streamers chats and just like is always pouring out so much love and appreciation for them.
Can't confirm.
There's like a ongoing bit between D-Wait and pretty much every Monkey Ball speedrunner of calling each other epic constantly in these chats, and it's referenced on this stage. So once I turn around and hit that face, I'm gonna be with Couch shouting the words D-Wait Epic, and I'll invite the crowd and the Twitch chat to do the same if they'd like to. So we're gonna be turning around and hitting it in about 3 seconds here.
3.
1, 2, 3.
D-Wait Epic!
That was amazing.
Give it the go.
So much love.
The ultimate D-Wait epic for D-Wait.
Oh, geez!
And then we bonked the goal.
Wait.
Oh,
You're
oh, we can
saveable,
say this.
I think.
Ooh, it's gonna be tough.
No,
Yeah.
that's savable. Hold on.
If anyone can do it, it's you.
Just gotta get up the hill. You get a little bit less friction every single time one of these like rounded transfers happens. Oh geez, okay, I need to go to the other side of the goal and then turn around because going downhill into the goal is gonna be much easier. Oh geez. Oh, turn. Oh, yes! What? I was really hoping I would land that dunk, but that was honestly way better.
That was better. That's one of my favorite stages to play casually too. Finding that stunt goal was an absolute blast. As this one as well.
Yeah. We got like a little copy of the, it's not a copy of the stage. It's a separate route for the banana bunches above the stage, but we're using the wormholes that lead there to just like enter them twice and then boink.
Yes.
Love a fast goal entry.
Right.
And this stage wraparound, the whole bit of this stage is that there's like these 2 wormholes on either side, and you can use them to build up speed. And the wavy ground means that you're able to get the airtime you need to have that lack of friction that I was mentioning earlier that lets you get all the speed you want. But the stunt goal here is really hard because I have to hit one of those starting platform slopes you can see to my left, but I need to hit it at over 300 miles an hour, and it's really hard. I think that'll be good. There we go. Oh, am I gonna turn around in time? That is, no, that's not turning around in time. Okay, you're gonna need to do that one more time. It's really hard to gauge whether or not you have enough speed to get up there, and also whether or not you're going to go too far forward, because that can just happen if you hit the ground into the slope, like I just did there.
This is one of the only stages where this is pretty much almost all improv, and it's one of the hardest stages in the entire run.
Yeah, for sure.
It can get
one more bounce.
rather disorienting too.
Here we go.
Wormholes.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's a great angle.
I can slam dunk straight in here too. The goal's on the side. Hello there. Dropping straight in. Whee!
You make these goal dunks look way easier than they are.
It's a lot of mid-air decision making. That's like the big thing about this level pack that's very different from most other Monkey Ball level packs. There's a lot more focus on like balancing and tight wires and precision in other places. Because of all the air control in this pack, it's all about decision making and figuring out like, do I need to pull up more? Do I need to pull back more? Am I gonna hit the party ball if I do this? That's what this pack is all about.
Wow.
I'm gonna need to hit the wall behind the goal here. Boop.
And this stage that we're on now, Skid Siphon, features a lot of ice, so this is a good time to talk about that.
Yeah, so we're into the first of the 3 gimmick worlds here. Worlds 4, 5, and 6 all have overarching gimmicks that take place on most of the stages in those worlds. World 4's gimmick is ice platforms. So you saw a couple of them in Worlds 1 and 3, but this world is all about ice. Ice has lower friction when you're on the ground. It does that by being a very weak bounce pad, which basically keeps you above the ground, kind of like an air hockey table.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that was savable.
But because it keeps you above the ground, it means you can gain a lot more speed on these ice platforms. So these ice levels tend to be very, very large and have much higher distance dunks, especially the last one in the world, that I'm going to be doing something in this that I don't usually do in normal runs.
Ice platforms are essentially just very weak upwards conveyors, and bounce pads are stronger upwards conveyors.
Yeah, it's such a cool, like, inventive solution to make trampoline platforms in a game that doesn't natively have them.
Yes.
It's cool.
I think we have a little bit for some donations.
Yeah, we have so many coming in from the community. We've got $50 from Complex Plane saying, good luck and big love. We've got $25 from Amble saying, Nambo epic. And $100 from Jeffrey the Elephant. So proud of you, nerd. Love you. Have a blast.
That's my dad.
Oh, that's awesome. There are so many donations coming in. So much love for this run and for the UFO 50 runs coming up. Like $50 from Stealthfire 101 that says 50 for UFO 50. And that's getting put towards the cherry incentive, which we still have a good amount of time, but we have a good amount of donations put towards it, so let's keep that rolling. We're at 2,400 out of 7,500. We can do it.
Heck yeah. Little peekaboo goal here, ready? Peekaboo, hi there.
Some of these goals come up very quick. Any Tony Hawk fans?
Yeah.
This just looks like a big skate park.
Any Rampage fans from Super Monkey Ball 2?
Or Rampage, as I call it.
Rampage or Rampage? Hold on.
Tell us in your donation. Rampage or Rampage? I've always said Rampage.
All right, we got time for like one more before 410 here, I think.
Oh, sure. We've got $25 from Flute Boy that says, excited for Don't Fall Monkey Ball.
Heck yeah.
That is this whole world, I think.
That's this whole level pack.
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's donating. It's incredible.
Here we have a classic example of the object you're supposed to avoid, literally spoken by the stage name, is the object that's going to help us. That's actually not enough distance. I need to do a little bit later of an up left flick. There we go.
Very precise strats. And by the way, no pause strats in this run either.
Yep. So a lot of other Monkey Ball runs you'll see will have using the frame perfect timer to...
Whoa, that was so close.
That was so close. A lot of strats in other runs will use the frame perfect timer in order to basically recreate a task in real time. This run in particular, I'm going to be playing completely pauseless, which means is all freehand.
Yes.
This game is technically deterministic, which means the same thing on the same frame will give you the same thing every time. But with just the variability of inputting on the controller, you're never going to get the exact same collision that you always want if you're going for stuff like edge hits. So we basically have only the face hits to work with on most of these stages.
Also, if you like really long ducks, I encourage you to look at this level.
Yeah, here we go. So I don't normally go for this dunk in PB attempts, but I'm going to go for it here because swag. Here we go. Goals over there, and...
Oh, we
Close.
saved...
You're fine.
Good enough, good enough. We've saved it. Boom! Into the back.
With style still.
And now on to World 5. This is the second of the 3 gimmick worlds. You've already seen lots of bounce pads, but World 5 is all about bounce pads. Here we got a stage that's just kind of like this mixture of green and blue bounce pads that you kind of just have to improv your way through in order to reach either goal. I love how the strat looks. It's so smooth, the angle.
Apparently I found this. You two were
I think
telling me
so.
in the practice room that I found this, and I don't remember doing it. But I don't know. I do remember doing something similar in my casual playthrough. Which, by the way, to put into perspective how difficult these stunt goals are, I have a good amount of hours in this game, and this is, someone like me, multiple GDQ runs, very good at Monkey Ball. I think I'm allowed to say that. I do not have all the stunt goals. These are incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I think only a couple people, probably 15 less.
Also, check this out.
Wrecking ball. Oh, wrong way.
But yeah, there's only a handful of people who have gotten all the stunt goals.
Yep. This strat right here, another great instance of the enemy is your friend. It sends you into the air and then
Bam.
That goal is on such a tiny platform. The tiny platforms actually do tend to make the goal harder to land in. And we have a little bit of a puzzle stage here that I'm going to be cheesing my way through. Normally you have to go to all these corners with like the blue buttons on them and play a little game of Simon Says. But the stunt goal requirement, which is said after you unlock the blue goal, is to click all the green goal buttons and then just make sure that you're in the stunt goal area when it's there. But you normally need to click all the blue goal buttons for that to happen. But the stunt goal wall opens up on both sides, a little bit of an oversight, which means that we can just click all the buttons without clicking any of the blue ones here. And if I use the slope here to just go, oh, I missed the slope, okay. You have to kind of angle that properly. If I use that slope, I'm going to be able to get over the goal. And since the stage is this long, we have time for some more donation readings or announcements.
Oh, we have so many donations, don't worry. We've got $25 from Modrin. Monkey Ball runs are some of my favorite to watch every GDQ. This is a real bright spot in what's been a rough patch for me. Thank you, and good luck with the run. We have $5 from Joshy Romby that says, save the monkeys! I don't know if that's what we're doing right now, but... and then we have $50 from King of Chickens. GDQ is always an amazing time of the year. And let's all donate to a worthy cause. Getting doctors to these monkeys, because I refuse to believe they take no damage crashing into objects at that speed.
We have a doctor right here. This is Doctor.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you all so much for donating and continue to assign your donations to that Rail Heist Cherry incentive. They're going to get set up for that run real soon, so get your donations in for that.
Fun fact, it's not actually the ball that's super, but it's the monkey inside.
This is true.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay. That's a good example of the secret fourth type of bounce pad that this pack has,
Yes.
the red bounce pads. Those actually only show up if you click the stunt goal button that was behind me at the start of the stage. It swaps out the blue goal for the stunt goal and then puts in these floor is lava platforms. And it makes the stage much, much harder to beat normally.
Yes.
With the platforms that kill you and shoot you upwards if you hit them.
Yes, that is the secret, as Nambo said, secret fourth bounce pad. Nicely done. That will absolutely just obliterate you. Very, very strong. Will send you into the abyss.
And if you have any more announcements or donations, I have a little bit of a good patch here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have $53 from Courtney Rail. When UFO 50 was run at Frost Fatales, I donated 10 cents for every UFO in my basement. As a crafter, UFO stands for unfinished object. I donated $5.40, upgrading to $1 for every UFO that is still in my basement since then. Thank you so much. It says also, trans rights and black joy. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your donation.
This thing on polymer is somewhat new, actually. This was actually found just like a couple weeks ago. Or it wasn't actually found. This was taken from an IL strat. There we go.
Nice.
Which I'll take that opportunity, since we're talking about IL strats, to mention the IL community in this game. There's an entirely big, dedicated, vibrant sub-community of Monkey Ball that entirely focuses on individual level speedruns. And it is an amazing place to just get into running the game a little bit. If you just want to do individual levels, you don't have to worry about consistency when you're doing them. It's just pulling off the super crazy tricks, and it's super fun. There's a website that the leaderboards are hosted on called SMB Elite, smbelite.net on any browser. That website was made by good friend Tony SMB, and I want to give a shout outs to Tony for that website, because it is an incredible leaderboard place for the community, and that's not going to reach the height.
That website has the GameCube games. It has custom level packs. It has the newer games. So if you're into Banana Mania, Banana Rumble, that's on smbelite.net as well. And another thing the community likes to do is what we call IL battles, where people try to, they compete to get the fastest time on a given stage in 5 or 7 minutes, depending on the length of the stage. Those are super fun too. Sometimes we have IL tournaments in that format. The IL community is super awesome. Highly recommend. Also, a very active community as well.
Yeah, it's been super vibrant. There was actually a new custom level pack that released just about a week ago called No Long Levels, and that game has been super active for the ILing scene. So if you want to get in while the iron's hot,
Every time a new level pack comes out, it's like Christmas. It's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You'll see 20 plus submissions in one day or something.
It's crazy. There we go.
Right.
Finally out of there.
On to World 6.
Yep, and we have the third of 3 gimmick worlds here. This world is all about wormholes, just like I was saying earlier. So this first stage alone already is kind of a funky gimmick. What's going on here is there's 2 copies of the stage. One has blue bounce pads and one has red bounce pads. And going through the wormhole switches you to the other side, which essentially just swaps which bounce pads exist and don't exist. There's a bunch of stages that are like that in this world. This one switches you to the other side of the seesaw. There's only one seesaw in this pack. Seesaw platforms. There they are. Bye-bye. And there's going to be a couple more stages like that in this world. But other than that, there's just a whole bunch of stages where we have to use wormholes in order to get height and speed and get to the stunt goals, just like we've been doing for the whole time.
We have a lot of questions about the physics of some of the stuff in these donations here. We have $10 from Captain Snuggles saying, I have to assume the ball is filled with some space-age interstellar force-dispersing fluid that protects the monkey occupant from the forces they're experiencing. Because if not, we're on the hook for a lot of significant medical care here.
Luckily, we're not liable, or Nambo isn't liable as a speedrunner.
Are you sure?
So
Okay, good to know.
Did we talk about how you control the force of gravity in this game?
I mentioned that,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Here we got a little bit of a puzzle stage where you have to jump into these wormholes and get higher up. Actually, never mind. We're hitting the sign. Goodbye.
That's such a quick strat.
You hardly even get to see the goal before the auto-menuing takes you out of that stage. That's one more thing this pack has that no other pack before this has. Normally, you see the menus open up before and after every single stage. This level pack has an auto-menuing feature after you clear the game normally that lets you just skip that and does the fast menuing every single time, which is really nice.
That is a feature of story mode where you can, we immediately retry and then immediately stage select after getting into the goal to skip animations, but it's so nice that we don't have to worry about it. This pack just does it for us.
Here's a delightful little trick. Oh, okay, hold on.
This strat, oh my gosh.
Here's a delightful trick. So conveyors, we mentioned earlier that conveyors and bounce pads are actually secretly the same thing. So hitting the side of a conveyor is able to give you the effect of hitting a bounce pad. So here I'm lining myself up to get an edge clip on this conveyor here. Oh, that's not high enough. And this is another one of those 2 copy stages. The copy of the stage switches the direction the conveyor is moving. But we want to jump across the middle because it gives us a bunch of height and speed like this. And then use some floaty background objects in order to get some height and speed over here. Hit another one. And goal.
I'm just shaking my head. That's one of the most ridiculous strats in the run. And that's saying something. This run is absurd.
I also want to point out, those edges are infinitely small. So you're trying to hit an edge with the ball, and if you're ever so slightly off, it sends you in a different direction.
Yep, incredibly precise. That's normally something that folks would use a pause strat for example. But again, not doing that here.
Yep. The game uses math to figure out collision with the spherical ball with all the edges. So it is like the slightest difference creates a difference in the angle you get sent out of these things. That strat's really hard.
Nice.
Here we're into random number generator. These 2 buttons at the start of the stage are actually going to pause a rapidly moving animation, and they give slightly different layouts most of the time. There's actually 16 unique layouts that these numbers can be in, but I have a couple strats planned out here that cover all 16 of those outcomes, and I should be good to hit the side of this thing. Yep, we're good. And
wow.
Yeah, so that's another just instance of planning for different scenarios. That's a big thing in this kind of run. Is just being planned for lots of backup scenarios, not just for stages like that where the stage itself is random, but also there's a lot of like common scenarios where like common types of mistakes you can take where you'll get sent in a specific direction. And you need to be ready for what to do in those scenarios because saving the goal can mean the difference between fully retrying a stage and only losing like 5 seconds.
And if you've noticed, some of these stages are quite long, so retrying at the end of some of these stages can lose you quite a bit of time.
Bam. And we have a really, really difficult goal angle on this stage here.
Yes.
This stage itself is already really difficult. Dropping into these things and getting the
It is.
height to reach through the next thing is really hard, but then we have this goal angle here.
This took me a while to figure out. Nicely done. But I think with that, we have time for a few donations.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We have so much love coming in. $50 from LXZ. Love to see these skilled runners show off. And this furthermore for the good cause. Keep it up. We also have $100 from Luca saying, Super Monkey Ball was what made me fall in love with GDQ and the speedrunning community 12 years ago. Since then, we've been through so much, come so far, and still going stronger every year. Thank you all for the great event. Absolutely. And we also have $50 from a random wizard saying, MSF is good, UFO 50 is good, cherries are good, so why not combine all 3? Love to all the runners, hosts, tech crew, audience, and everyone involved in the far back end of making these things happen. GDQ will be on my TV all week. Trans rights.
Heck yes.
And we're at $2,700 out of $7,500 for the upgrade Rail Heist to Cherry. We're getting set up for that right after this. So please get your donations in now. Assign to that incentive. You absolutely want to see it. UFO 50 lovers, you know that cherries are the highest tier of difficulty for any given game in UFO 50. So get your donations in now for that and do it soon. We're running out of time here.
We are about 3/4 of the way through this run.
Come on, let's get it.
Yep, just about. This dunk is really hard because you hit this wall at a specific spot and you have such little time to angle your way into the goal while the camera's turning around. The camera always follows the ball in this game. Anytime you're moving in a specific direction, the camera is behind you. There's no C-stick to move the camera.
That's exactly what I was going to say. There's no manual camera movement. Nice.
And there's also a lot of this game sometimes, because the camera isn't like perfect, is knowing where the ball is going and where you are without being able to see necessarily.
Yeah. And like you can try to use the mini-map, but
The minimap is really helpful for a lot of stages. I find myself peeking over there a surprising amount. Usually when you're turning around and you need to tell like how far the camera has turned when there's no stage elements on screen.
shout out to 8 Friends. This is a reference to 8 bracelets in the vanilla game.
Yeah, but we got little smiley faces instead of bracelets. But actually, little secret I'll let you guys in on. There's a 9th friend.
Whoa.
Look over there.
Whoa.
Colon O
Whoa.
face. Colon O. Boom.
This is so fun. this
What were you saying?
this entire pack is so ridiculous.
Yep, and we're coming up on one of the hardest strats in the run here.
This is-
7-9 Slippery Speedway.
Would you agree that the second hardest stage in the run?
Yeah, I would say this is like top 3 at worst. So here we have a giant racetrack made of ice, and the goal is after a minute of racetrack, we don't want to play the whole thing, and even if we did play the whole thing, we'd just be getting the blue goal rather than the stunt goal. So we're going to get on top of this wall here. I have a timing cue to turn here at 182.5, and then another timing cue with that red star passing me. Get an upwards hit from the little decorations that are surrounding the stage, and then get 2 more decorative hits here. This distance is really tight. Ooh, that makes it.
You make it.
Nice.
How do you even find these things? I would never have in a million years thought to do that.
Step 1, look for fast-moving objects.
Okay, true.
This stage has none of those, though. Here we have break the targets. This is there's going to be 3 purple buttons we have to hit here to open up the purple goal, and the 3rd one is awesome.
Shout out Smash Bros.
Shout out Smash Bros.
Yes. Break the targets.
And yeah, what is it? A lot of the routing for this game, since there's so many different objects and so many different
That was so clean.
like things you can do, the routing for this game can be quite complex, and there's many different options.
Yes.
The big thing with the stunt goals, too, in particular, is the whole, like, no intended solution nature of them means I see new things every single time anyone new plays this level pack and goes for the stunt goals on their own. There's, like, always new stuff being found of, like, tricks and methods and routes to find these stunt goals, because no matter what, when you're getting these stunt goals, it's a speedrun strat, basically.
It forces you to be creative, which is awesome.
And earlier I was talking about the whole gravity thing. It's actually really important on this stage. When you're doing the diagonal inputs to get slightly moon gravity, like I was saying earlier, you can use it while you're charging this wormhole over and over again while dodging the stage objects in order to get slightly more height with every charge here. In order to get the amount of cycles that I take in the run here, I need to be doing diagonals on the way up and cardinals on the, or neutrals on the way down. You can think of it kind of like kicking your legs in a swing set in order to swing the swing further. And then this stunt goal looks like it's just sitting behind the normal goal, but in reality, the main gimmick of the blue goal on this stage is these little lever switches. You can see it to the right there, that blue switch. Those things send you flying upwards and bring you along the track, but if you don't click any of them, then the stunt goal stays open. So that's what's happening here. That's why the stunt goal just kind of looks like it's just chilling here. It's only here if you don't click those buttons.
Nice. I just want to point out, these later worlds start getting really hard.
yeah.
Like a lot harder than
Yes.
the earlier set.
Yeah, like this stage in particular, like hitting off of any curved object is going to be much more variant, even just between 2 attempts that look pretty similar. Going outside the stage here. Oh, that's too far forward.
Oh.
That's the whole thing with just like, even before you see the goal, you have to know exactly how your bounces are going to send you angle-wise. Like, oh, going further forward into this is going to get me a higher hit here. Going further backwards out of this is going to give me another hit here.
Finding this stunt goal casually was so satisfying, by the way. 'Cause remember, this game does not tell you where they are. You have to find them yourself and then figure out how to get there. And that's it's such a unique and fun challenge.
They're so hard to find that it's recommended to use save states to find these the stunt goals.
And to practice your strats.
And that's a good opportunity to shout out the SMB2 practice mod made by Complex Plane, who sent in a donation earlier and with help development from Retrop. The SMB2 practice mod is a tool that speedrunners use all around the board, and even people doing like the stunt goals casually, to practice things. It gives you save states on console, which is just incredible. So big shout out to the practice mod. It's also what's allowing me to use the white ball in normal gameplay here. Normally the white ball here is exclusive to Monkey Race. You can't even get it in competition mode.
This strat is extremely hard.
Oh yeah, this is maybe the hardest strat in the run. Hold on.
Almost.
It's the same thing as that World 7 stage where you have very little time with the camera to react to turning around. But this time we're hitting this like really tiny platform edge, and the setup for it is super high variance. Here we go. Oh, that's not enough distance again. Third time's a charm, surely.
You got this.
You want to throw in one more donation while I'm playing
Yeah,
this one?
absolutely. We have $10 from Twilight Skies saying, so glad to finally see a fully fleshed out Monkey Ball fan game in a GDQ. Not to mention it being my favorite level pack of all time. It's mind-boggling to see how consistent you are at this absolute behemoth of a category. Sending much love to Nambo and everyone else in the Monkey Ball custom level speedrunning community. Y'all have made the last few years of my life so much more special than they would have been otherwise. Keep crushing it.
Hi, Twilight.
Hi, Twilight.
We've got
Nice,
more.
thank you.
Oh, nice job.
And I want to echo that point. Nambo's consistency with this is so unbelievably impressive. I cannot express how difficult all of these strats are. So the fact that Nambo can do all of these in an RTA setting on stage at a GDQ,
It's incredible.
Mind-blowing.
I just love going through the air in this game, and I've played it for a very long time.
We've also got $100 here from Mr. Horrible saying, got a Super Monkey donate for Super Monkey Ball.
Heck yeah.
Always such an incredible showcase of wild physics and precise controlled unbelievable speeds. One of my favorites to catch every year. Thank you so much. And we just crossed $3,000 on that upgrade rail heist to Cherry incentive. Let's keep it going, everyone. We can do it.
All right, we're going to be bouncing around a whole lot here on cables.
Where's the goal in this level? I kind of don't remember.
It's you gotta look up. In a moment though, you can't see it yet. Hello there, it's way up in the sky. Hit that bounce pad, there we go. Way up, purple bounce pads are so strong.
Oh,
barely got
wow.
up there. I was actually starting to lean to the right a little bit because if you miss that platform, you can hit the blue bounce pad and still get up there if you have a little bit too little height.
I love the theme of this world.
Yes.
The way the theme ties into these stages too, it's so cool.
Yeah, we got a bunch of instruments on the finale of the music world. Gonna be getting into World 9 here soon. We have time for another donation here if you want.
Absolutely. We've got $25 from Anonymous that says, I don't know what a cherry is. And at this point, I'm afraid to ask. Okay, so it's a fruit. It like kind of tastes good. Anyways, it's a really cool thing in UFO 50. You want to see it? And we also have another $25 that says, one must imagine the super monkeys happy. I'm feeling pretty happy about this run. It's been fantastic.
I'm filled with joy.
As am I.
So this stage has a bit of a precise setup. There's these like saw blades that are spinning around super fast. That's like a big gimmick with this pack is there's a lot of just like objects that kill you by just hitting you hard in wacky directions. But these ones in particular are really, really hard to get you to send in consistent directions. So I have a setup here where I'm gonna be looking for a visual cue on the ground, right in front of this bright spot here. Sends me backwards into a wall that sends me upwards into the goal.
I do also want to point out, because there's many rotating objects on that level, it can affect the monkey in like a very small way. So the monkey's like jittering on that level the entire time.
Yeah. It's due to the way this game calculates collision. It's way too technical of an explanation to get into. I believe, Nambo, you posted a video about it though, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
On my YouTube channel, there's a video titled Every Monkey Ball Technique Explained, which talks about the in-depth of why that happens, as well as a whole bunch of other things. It tells exactly how phase collision is calculated. There's all sorts of nonsense that took so long to even figure out about this game.
It is probably the single best resource to learn about the technical aspects of this game if you are interested in that. Highly recommend. Very informative. With awesome visuals too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Also, you know, we were talking about how the stages get difficult. World 9 is so hard.
Yeah, this stunt goal's really tricky.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
It's like just a precise amount of distance you need to get. Here we have one of those buttons that's going to speed up the stage animation. I did not click it. I didn't hit it hard enough. This button speeds up the stage animation. It's swapping between the regular bounce pads and the bounce pads that kill you on each half of the level. And we're just speeding through it on the stunt goal mode. There we go. We have a couple more pretty visual strats here, so if you have some more announcements or donations you want to throw in.
Yeah, there's so much love coming in. We've got $25 from Mobius saying, hope I'm not too late. I've had such a delightful time banging my head against every wall of this hack, and it's awesome to see it broken to bits in front of so many eyes.
Nice.
Good luck, and remember, D-Wait Epic.
D-Wait Epic.
D-Wait Epic.
We have $10 from Wesley saying, Speedrunner Heaven is monkey hell. It's a very efficient system. And $10 from Nat Tiger saying, Cherry, Cherry, Cherry. Yes, we got to get those donations in. It's continuing to rise. Thank you to everyone who's donating. Look, we're almost at 40 minutes on the estimate, and Nambo's running through this, so get those donations in. It's not too late. We can make it happen.
There's some sort of bit here with cherries and bananas.
Ooh, okay.
What it is.
I can see what you're working on there.
Someone donate and tell me what this bit is. I can't fully form it in my brain right now. I'm too awestruck.
Create the joke. Create the joke. I will say it.
Please.
$15 from Kona Rican that says, I'm loving this sequel to Marble Madness. And $5 from Liz. $5 for the cherry upgrade. Let's get that incentive. Yes, every single donation counts. For UFO 50, if you give $5, $50, anything makes a difference. And most importantly, it's going to Doctors Without Borders. An absolutely incredible cause. So please get those donations in.
Heck yeah, this is another like maybe top 5 in the run stage right here. This
Top 5
setup
hardest.
is top 5 hardest. That distance is really tight, and also the setup is really wonky. So gotta make sure that I'm paying close attention to how fast I'm moving. You could look at the speedometer for this, but I just kind of look. Oh, jeez, that's not gonna work. Okay.
These goals, the space you have to enter is so small. I kind of touched on this earlier, but like, it's really magnified at this scale because these stages are so much bigger and you're going so much faster than you are in the vanilla game. But the goals are not bigger, so you have to be that much more precise.
Like that's one of the slower goals in the pack, and it's still a dunk.
Yes. This one's so cool.
Yeah, this stage is absolutely ginormous. I think it's the second biggest stage in the pack by volume.
You all are gonna love this.
We're hitting through a bunch of things here. I actually have a setup where I'm holding up, again, with the deterministic physics for a couple seconds in order to get those hits there, but now I'm freehanding everything. Gonna be hitting that slope, sending myself up into the air, and I need to slow down preemptively here so I hit the very back of this platform so I don't overshoot the goal.
Nice.
And now into World 10.
The final world of the run, and if you thought that last level was ridiculous, check out this one.
Yeah, so this is one of the most climactic strats in the run, and also up there for one of the hardest. This stage has a bunch of wormholes that send you back to the beginning, but they chuck you upwards of speed. You could kind of think of them as like a chuckster, where they're just like chucking you into the air. We're gonna get chucked by it a couple times here, and then I have a mini-map cue to slow down. The stunt goal is, there's 3 of them, and they're spinning around on these shooting stars above the blue goal. I'm gonna hit the tail of this one here and use the mini-map to line myself up. Turn into the goal. I have to lead my shot. There we go.
Nice.
Into a moving goal.
Yeah, a lot of these goals move. It's kind of crazy.
This one's also absurd.
Yeah, just gonna be jumping through the obstacle course here. Who needs the actual objective of the stage when you have hitting off the obstacles and going into the goal? And this strat actually was found by Goobz here behind me.
Hello.
This strat is super cool. So this stage has a button at the beginning called Chaos Mode. It is once again a stunt goal button.
Uh-oh, chaos mode.
The Chaos Mode button speeds up the stage animation of all those rings moving around, and it also gets rid of a safety platform that you normally can catch yourself with below the stage. And Goobz found a way to essentially just ping pong directly between all of these buttons that you need to open up both goals. And it only hits the one dude at the very beginning and maybe one more at the very end.
Yeah, it's so much more convenient to skip all the fast rotating things because it adds just way more variance in the double strat.
Rotating objects, especially fast ones, are super high variance.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nicely done. Yeah, because they'll send you at a different angle depending on when you hit them, so.
All right, I'm gonna go for another crazy thing here that I don't do in PB attempts here. This is actually the IL record strat on this stage, the individual level strat for this goal. I'm gonna go throw a few shots at this, see if I can land it. Oh, geez. Okay.
Almost. And that's just the beginning of it.
Yeah, this is insane. Like, this is actually crazy that Nambo's going for this.
Oh, that's a good hit. Okay. Here we go. Bang.
Does that make it?
Does that make it?
Gold!
Nice.
There we go. Shout outs to the IL community once again.
That took me hours to finish once, like that.
The fact that you just did that in an RTA setting live on stage. Nambo's so good at this game. I don't know how to tell you. My commentary is just me desperately trying to explain how good Nambo is at this game and how hard these strats are.
Okay, we have 2 attempts at the cherry banana bit thing. All right, so we got $5 from Nat Tiger that says, monkey game with a cherry banana bit? You must be thinking of, ooh, cherry.
Oh.
Okay. And $10 from Chaz ML that says, getting Rail Heist upgraded would be the cherry on top of the banana split that is this run.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree, and we're still climbing. 3,400 out of the 7,500 we need. Reminder, Rail Heist is right up next, and we need that met at the start. So get your donations in now. We are rapidly spinning towards the end of this run. Nambo's crushing it.
On the stage rapids, even.
This here is, I might have said ice mining. This might be tied with ice mining for hardest stage in the run. This is another IL record strat that we're going to be doing, but this one's actually in both of me and Goobz' PBs. You have to hit this button at a really precise angle and then get squeezed through the wall. Most wall squeezes in this game are incredibly jank and hard to control. So this is just like a really precise lineup, and everything from your angle into the button to the spot you hit everything at matters. It's really easy to undershoot the distance, and it's really easy to just get wonky hits that you're not looking for here.
And this strat is so fast that it's like, it's so worth it to try this and try it many times compared to the slower strat here. Because it just...
Do not look away, because when Nambo gets it, it's going to be incredibly quick.
It's taken me a few tries here to line this up. That setup looks good.
Nice.
Boom. And right into the goal.
Nailed it. Awesome.
Heck yeah.
And there are only 3 stages left in this run.
Yep, 3 stages left. Get your donations in for the UFO 50 stuff now. Go, go! Got Butterfly here. This is a bit of a puzzle stage, but we're going to be using a background object to completely ignore the puzzle here. And going back into that wormhole again. This wormhole just kind of flips you in place. Oh, that's not quite what I'm looking for, but I should be able to make this if I just scoop the ring here. This is actually an improv backup.
Oh my gosh.
That is not, that's okay. I need to slow down. Oh, yeah, that's reaching the wormhole. We're good. Okay. There we go. Perfect. That is something that I've had to do before.
Wow.
But not one frequently.
This stage is one big reference to a Kaizo pack that was released before this, Supernova.
Yep.
That, and got destroyed by it. That pack's very hard.
Yep.
This reference is super cool.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, that sound was you getting an achievement. There are achievements in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole custom menu that has achievements, all the stunt goals and blue goals, and there's even banana achievements for getting all the banana bunches on a stage. They're all tracked.
We're getting hit by a moving piece of the stage there. Again, this stage is basically falling apart as you're playing it. It's a very fitting finale.
Yep. Time is very soon here. I'm going to be trying to slam into the goal. I don't normally go for this goal dunk and runs, but we're going to try it anyway. Here we go. That goal on the orange star. Time is once I cross through it. And boom!
Nice.
That's time.
What a run.
That was awesome.
45-36. Great time. Wow.
Yeah, that went
Wow.
fantastic.
It did. I'm so impressed. I'm just, even I don't know, sitting here commentating, I was in awe the whole time.
All right, I want to give a quick shout out here to the Super Monkey Ball community Discord servers that you can join if you're looking into speedrunning the game or even just getting into custom levels. The Small World Discord is the hub for speedrunning. You can find it on speedrun.com for Super Monkey Ball 2 or Super Monkey Ball Stardust.
Yep,
and
we have the GameCube games and custom level packs are all, if you're speedrunning any of those, RTA, Small World is where you want to be.
Yep, and if you just want to get into custom levels or see what's going on with the Monkey Ball custom level scene, the Super Monkey Ball level workshop is linked on the Super Monkey Ball Stardust speedrun.com. So go visit there if you're looking into getting into stuff. One more quick shout out here, the people who made this pack possible. Retrop, Bomb Squad, Eucalyptus, and Complex Plane were all involved in the custom coding for this pack. And one thing I kind of neglected to mention, not because I was trying to trick anyone, but just because it wasn't really relevant to how the goals work in this pack.
You were a little busy, to be
I was a little bit busy. I'm actually the one who designed the stages in this pack and the backgrounds. So
Yep.
the reason I just didn't mention it was because the stunt goals kind of don't have anything to do with that because every single stunt goal route that I just did was found after the pack released. And a lot of them were found by like mixing together other people's strategies, which is super cool.
You literally made your own GDQ run. That's so cool. Yes, and the small in Small World stands for Story Mode All Levels, a category in Super Monkey Ball 2, which I will be running in Flame Fatales in September.
Oh.
So keep an eye out for that. Nambo, where can everyone find you on the internet?
I'm on Twitch at NAMB0, Nambo, and on YouTube, if you just look up Nambo. Goobz?
I'm on Dmt Goobz on Twitch and also on YouTube.
Helix13_ Twitch and YouTube, helix.midwestspeedfest.com on Blue Sky.
All right, and that's everything I got.
Yeah, trans rights, play Monkey Ball. Thanks for having us.
Trans rights.
The custom level community has come so far, by the way.